Here's how to set dual rates for the steering, throttle, and brake for Radiomaster MT12. We shall use the P1 dial to adjust the steering rate, and P2 dial to adjust the throttle. To adjust the amount of braking, we shall use the T4 trim switch, located here. First, let's create a new model. Tap on MDL Model button. Go to an empty item. Then, press and hold the menu wheel and select Create Model by pressing the wheel. Now we have a new model. Press the RTN return key, and then tap on SYS System button. Press the Page Left button until we reach the calibration screen. The first thing to do is to change the P1 and P2 dials to sliders. On the screen, they are shown as S1 and S2, not P1 and P2. Nonetheless, roll down to here and change this to slider by pressing on the roller and roll. Then, press it again to select. Roll down to move to the right option, and select the right arrow. Do the same for S2. Next, we shall perform the calibration. Go up to Calibration and press once to enter the calibration menu. Press the roller to start. Ensure the steering trim and throttle are set to the middle position. However, we need to turn both P1 and P2 dials to their 0 positions. Once done, tap the roller to enter. Next, we need to move the steering wheel and throttle trigger to their farthest positions. Move the steering full right and full left, and full throttle and full reverse. Next, we should turn the P1 dial all the way to the maximum position, turning it forward. Do the same for P2 dial. Don't forget to hit the roller to enter once done. Now, our calibration is complete. Press the return key to return to the main screen. Next, press the MDL button once. Next, press the Page Right button to go to the setup screen. Roll down to the Show Trims option and set it to Yes. Then, press the Page Right button to go to the next screen. Under the Drive Mode screen, select DM0. Now, we should set the global variables. Roll down to G1 and press Enter. Roll down to Unit and press the wheel once to change it to percentage. Next, go to the MIN option and change this to 0% by rolling up. Then, do the same for the Max option by changing it to 100%. Lastly, roll to the pop-up option and hit Enter once to check the box. This is to display the percentage of the dual rate while we are setting it. Once complete, hit the return key twice to return to this screen. Now, do the same for the G2 global variable. Once done, we also need to perform this for G3. Once everything is done, return to the Drive Mode screen. Press the Page Right key to proceed to the input screen. Here are the default settings. Select the TH throttle item and press the wheel and choose Edit. Now, we want to change the weight option to G2. Scroll down to the weight option. Press and hold to change it to G1. Press once to show a blinking cursor and roll the wheel to G2. Then press to select. Next, go down to the side option and change it to X larger than 0. Press to set. Once done, hit return to go back. Now, we want to make a copy of the throttle item. Press and hold this selection and choose Insert after. A new item will appear. Now, change the weight to G3 by pressing and holding once. Then press again to make it blink and roll to G3. Hit Enter to set. Then, go to the side option and change this to X smaller than 0. Once done, let's return. Now we have G2 and G3 assigned to the throttle. Next is to assign G1 to the steering. Edit the steering input. And change the weight to G1. Here's the final result for this screen. Next, press page right to go to the Mixes screen. By default, the throttle is set to the receiver's channel 1 and steering to channel 2. This is not the normal standard in RC vehicles, so let's switch them. Tap and hold the wheel, and then select Edit. Go to Source and press and hold the roller. In this menu, choose Inputs, and change to ST, which means steering. Press Enter to set. Return to the Mixes screen and do the same for channel 2. Press and hold and select Edit, and press and hold to change to TH for throttle. Now, channel 1 is our steering and channel 2 is the throttle. Press right to go to the Special Functions screen. Here we shall create a few functions to map the global variables to the dial buttons. To create the first, press once and roll down until we see the ON selection. Then, press Enter. Next, roll down to move to the next right option and press again. Roll down to find the Adjust G1. Press Enter to set. Then, roll down to go right and past G1. At this percentage selection, we want to change to S1 button. Press and hold and you will see this menu. Select the Global VAR option. And then, press and hold again to change it to the mixer source. Then, roll down to find the S1 button. Hit Enter to set. Next, roll down to move right. And press Enter once to check the box. Now, tap Return to highlight the entire line. And scroll down to the next line and repeat for G2. Press once and choose On option. Press to confirm. Then, roll down to go to right and press to change. Select Adjust G1 and Enter. Next, go right again and change G1 to G2. Go right. Tap and hold and select Global VAR. And tap and hold again to change to Mixer Source. Change this to S2. Remember to check the box. The last one is for G3. Repeat the same process. But here, we shall set to G3. And here we shall choose the T4 option. And we're all set. Now, let's test our new dual rates. Press the left page key to find the channel's monitor screen. When we turn the steering, we can see the percentage that is turning, which is 100%. Because now, the steering dial is set to maximum. Let's reduce it to half. Here we can see a pop-up display of the percentage. Now, turn the steering again, and we can see the percentage has reduced to 51%. For the throttle, let's adjust the P2 dial to 51%. And we get 51% in throttle. How about the brake? To adjust the amount of braking, move the T4 trim switch to reduce. Let's reduce it to 50%. Now the braking power is only half. If we change it to 100%, we will have full 100% braking power. Now, let's learn how to enable voice readouts for Radiomaster MT12 when we adjust our steering and throttle dual rates. Tap on the MDL button and press the right page button to go to the logical switches screen. Select L01 by pressing the wheel button. Under Function, we shall choose the delta symbol with two vertical lines equal or larger than X. Then, for V1, we shall select the S1 dial switch. Next, set V2 to 2. For the duration, we shall set it to 0.1 seconds. Then, return to the previous screen by pressing the RTN key. And next, we shall configure L02. This time, we shall set the function as STKY for sticky. Then, set V1 as L01, which is the logical switch we previously configured. Next, set the duration to 0.1 and the delay to 0.4 seconds. And return to the previous screen. Now, we have configured the switches for the P1 dial, which is the steering dual rate. Next, we shall set the switches for the P2 dial for the throttle dual rate readout. Select L03 and tap Enter. Set the function norm of the delta is larger or equal to X. Then, set V1 to S2 dial switch, and V2 to 2. Then, set the duration to 0.1 seconds. Then, return to the previous screen and this time, select logical switch L04. For the function, choose STKY for sticky. And V1 as L03. Then configure the duration and delay to 0.1 and 0.4 seconds respectively. Now, we have completed all our logical switches. The next step is to go to the Special Functions screen by tapping the page right key. Choose a new line and press the roller once. Then, roll down to find L02. Press the wheel to confirm. Then, roll down the wheel to go to the right side and find the Play Value selection and press Enter. Then, roll down to go to Next and find S1. This is for the P1 dial button. Set it. And go right again and set the value to 1. Finally, check the box on the right. Once done, hit the Return key to highlight the line and scroll down to create the next line. We select L04. Then, select the Play Value option. Next, we shall choose S2 for the P2 dial button. Go to the next selection on the right and enter the value of 1. Finally, check the box on the far right by pressing the roller button. Now, to test the readouts, return to the main screen. And go ahead and turn the P1 or P2 dial.
89.
You should be able to hear the voice reading out the value.
66. 54. 94. 88. 80. 71. 65. 59. 51.
You're all set. Thank you for watching.